So thank you for bringing all your stories to us here at Queen's Park and your passion. Thank you for reminding all of us, especially those of us in public life, why this work matters and who we are fighting for. And I'm really honored to be here with you today. Enjoy the evening. I hope to be here for 18 years representing seniors. This is a start, but I'm open to hearing all of your stories always. So thank you again.
Thank you very much for coming. Thank you. Is MPP Clancy here from the Green Party? Oh, there she is. Okay. I know that you were busy upstairs. MPP Clancy serves as a member of the Standing Committee on Social Policy, representing the Green Party. She brings a strong focus on community well-being, sustainability, and evidence-based policy solutions. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much. It's wonderful to have you here today. We always say in the house that this is your house, and I appreciate you coming here. You take time out of your schedules, you make the journey to ensure that every MPP and every political party listens to what is important to you. I appreciate that you're speaking up for a lot of seniors who can't be here today to speak up for what's going on in their lives. When I look at the issues that you've raised and you brought here today, it echoes what I heard when I was knocking on doors, and it echoes what I hear in my office when people come and tell me what they need support with. And I put forward a bill called Homelessness Ends with Housing, because more and more I hear from folks who are living income on a very narrow, low income, and they're cutting back on their meals, and they're not buying certain kinds of food because the prices in the grocery store are too high, or maybe their corporate landlord is putting in another above guideline increase. So I appreciate that. That's what motivated me to put forward that bill, and that we need more supportive housing, right? We have a whole spectrum of people that need different things at different times in their life, and so we want to make sure that what the government offers is what you need. I echo what Franz says. There's a lot that we need to do to improve the system. There is a lot of good that's happening as well. While I'm not fully behind a private model of long-term care, there is investments going into building new beds, and so that's something to be optimistic about. But I do echo that I think we need to do better to make sure that we help people with what they're facing and find that support in their own homes. One of the things I'll say is climate. I am big on climate, and it actually affects seniors more than other people in the population. We saw with the extreme heat in Vancouver, a lot of seniors that might not have access to air conditioning might have health consequences from that heat. And we just heard about what slip and falls can mean for seniors. With climate change, because of the heating and cooling, that's one of the major risk factors in our communities is these slip and falls, right? So we could come up with a lot of solutions to alert people when it's a slippery day. So let's take on these challenges, keep it up. I think you're representing 230,000 retired people. That's an incredible, powerful voice. And I know my grandma was a proud CARP member, and she loved getting her magazines, and she was so excited to hear about what's going on, because I think the biggest thing that will negatively affect our health is isolation. And so you coming here today not only buoys my spirit for being advocates and sharing your lived experiences, but also because your organization cuts through a lot of the noise. We know there's a lot of noise on those iPads and social media, and it tells really important and compelling stories, keeping you connected and keeping you in the loop about what matters. You have so much to offer, and so I'm grateful that you're sharing that wisdom here today. And I will keep pushing the government to come up with creative options to improve our home care, to help pay those PSWs, to create supportive housing options, and to make sure that you can move through life and not be taken advantage of.